Let me ask you a question. Would you try to build a house without a foundation? Of course not. But every day, business owners try to build a company without a funding foundation. Today, I'm going to show you 4 simple steps to get your business funded the right way. These steps are the same ones I've used to help hundreds of entrepreneurs fix their credit, structure their business, and finally qualify for real funding. So I want you to get a pen and paper, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to prepare your business for funding success. I'm going to share an outline with you, but you want to listen in to all that I'm going to be sharing with you. So let's get after it now. Step number 1, build a properly structured business, because here's the truth. You can't get business funding if your business isn't real on paper. And by real, I don't mean just having an LLC. I mean being legally structured and lender ready. This is something you've got to have in place. Let me walk you through what this looks like step by step. Number 1, choose the right entity type. There are 2 main options that most entrepreneurs should focus on. First, there's the LLC, which is the limited liability company. This is great for flexibility and tax benefits. Then there is the corporation, the S Corp or the C Corp. This is better for scaling, for investors, and more advanced funding options. I personally prefer the C Corp. Both can get funding, but what lenders want to see is that you're actually filed properly with your state and your business is active and in good standing. If your LLC isn't registered correctly or your business name doesn't match your EIN, that's a red flag. Secondly, get your EIN number. Think of your EIN like a social security number for your business. You can get it free from the IRS website. Make sure the business name and the address on your EIN match what's on your state registration. Lenders constantly check this for consistency. Number 3, open a business bank account. This is where a lot of entrepreneurs absolutely mess it up. They mix personal and business money. That's a huge mistake. A dedicated business bank account shows lenders that you're serious, you're organized, and ready to handle credit absolutely responsibly. And this is something that you've got to be able to do. So if you have these things in place, you can handle it responsibly. You walk in and you set this account up. Now, in order to open an account, you're going to need some things in place. Your LLC or corporate paperwork, your EIN confirmation letter, your operating agreement if you have an LLC, or your bylaws if you are a corporate structure. Then you need 2 forms of ID, and make sure the name, address, and phone number all match your legal documents. Number 4, establish Tier 1 business credit. Once your business is legally structured and your bank account is open, the next step is building Tier 1 credit. These are the basic accounts that report to the business credit bureaus like Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax Business. You're going to start with net 30 vendors that report one-time payments for your benefit. Examples, I'll give you 3. Uline, they are good for office and shipping supplies. Or Quill, that's good for cleaning and office products. Or Granger, which is good for industrial supplies, but they're all net 30. Here's how it works. You order products, you get an invoice, and by paying it within 30 days, you're setting yourself up for positive reporting. Each time you pay early or on time, it builds your business credit profile. And within 60 to 90 days, you'll start to see your business credit file populate, and that's the foundation lenders want to see. So step 1 is all about structure. Get legal, get consistent, get visible for lenders. Now, let's go into step number 2. You want to strengthen your personal credit. Now, let's talk about you, because your business is only as fundable as you are. A lot of business owners think, I don't need personal credit if I'm getting business credit. but that's not how it works, especially when you're just starting out. Why personal credit matters is because when you apply for funding, lenders look for two things. One, is your business structured properly? Two, is the person behind the business financially responsible? That's where your personal credit comes in. For most entrepreneurs, your personal credit acts as the first layer of trust with lenders. If your personal credit is weak, your business funding journey becomes much harder. Now, what's the target credit range? To qualify for strong funding options like business credit cards and lines of credit, you typically need a personal credit score of 680 or higher. Ideally, you want to be in the 700s. But even if you're not there yet, don't worry, you can fix it, and I'll teach you how. Now, what hurts personal credit? There's some things we've got to learn to avoid. Here are the top things that stop business owners from qualifying for funding. High credit utilization. Oh my God. Using more than 30% of your credit card limits will drop your score fast. That's what the system says. I tell you, be under 10%. So here's an example. If your total limits of your credit cards are $100,000, you got to keep your balance under $30,000. I say under $10,000 on statement date. Then there's late payments. Every late 30-day late payment can hurt your score by 100 points for months. So you set automatic payments or reminders. Then there are collections or charge-offs. These are major red flags. Now, you can challenge these legally under the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or work with professionals like us who understand debt validation. Then you've got too many inquiries. Applying for every card you see can lower your score. So you've got to be strategic. Apply only for what aligns with your plan. Then there's some other things that we've noticed that people have is they've got old personal information. Outdated addresses or names can trigger mismatched data in credit systems. So you clean up your personal information across all bureaus. When lenders see a clean, stable personal credit profile, they trust you more, and that opens the door for business funding opportunities. Now, how do you improve your personal credit? Well, there's several things you're going to do. If you really want to improve, you're going to pay your bills on time. Keep balances under 10% when applying for funding, and add positive accounts like a secured credit card or a self-lender account. Dispute or validate any inaccurate negative items using laws that protect you, like the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And remember, your personal credit is your business's first resume. If you want lenders to say yes, give them a reason to trust you. Let's go to step 3. Build strong banking relationships. Now, this step is where most business owners completely drop the ball. They open one bank account and think that's enough. But funding is about relationships, not just accounts. Let's talk about why and how to build powerful relationships with your banks. Why banking relationships matter. First and foremost, when your business is ready for funding, lenders don't just look at your numbers, they look at your history. Do you have consistent deposits? Do you maintain healthy balances? Do you use your accounts actively? Your bank rating, yes, banks actually rate you internally, depends on things like average daily balance, account age, and overdraft activity. If your bank account shows $50 a week and $5,000 the next, that inconsistency lowers your internal rating. But steady deposits and good activity tell a story of reliability. So, how do you build relationships with two banks? Well, I recommend having two main banking relationships. One will be a regional bank or credit union, meaning that this particular entity only has offices near you. They're not spread out all over multiple states. They may have 5 or 6 offices, but pretty much within 20-25 miles of where you live is where they do most of their actual business. These smaller institutions often have flexible underwriting and can make more personal decisions. They may offer early business lines of credit once they see good activity. Then you need to have one national bank. Somebody like Chase, Bank of America, or Wells Fargo. These give you access to major business products, travel cards, and national funding programs. My favorite is Chase. You start by opening both accounts under your LLC or corporation, then set up automatic transfers, make regular deposits, and avoid overdrafts at all costs. You can also schedule short meetings with your local branch manager once every few months. This is critical. Let them know your growth goals. When your face is known, your funding path gets smoother. Now, here's a pro tip. Ask your banker about business credit programs within the bank. Some banks have internal scorecards that rate your business activity. Once you hit a certain threshold, they'll pre-approve you for offers. The goal is simple. Build trust with your bank just like you build trust with your customers. When that relationship is strong, funding will always follow you. Let's go to number 4. Always apply for business credit the right way. You've structured your business, you've cleaned up your personal credit, you've built strong banking relationships. Now it's time for the final step, applying for business credit the right way. Here's where most people go wrong. They rush in too early. They apply without a plan. They get denied and hurt their fundability. So let's fix that. Number 1, start with Tier 1 business accounts. If you haven't already, make sure your net 30 vendors are reporting. Once you have at least 3 to 5 positive trade lines reporting to your business credit bureaus, move to Tier 2. Number 2, apply for Tier 2 credit. Tier 2 includes store cards, revolving accounts that only require your EIN. I want to say that again. They only require your EIN. You're not going to be doing your personal stuff. Examples of this is like Lowe's business account, Amazon Business Net 55, Shell, or Exxon Business gas cards. You pay these on time or early, and within a few months, you'll see your business credit scores rising. Then you move to Tier 3, business credit. Once you've built strong history, you can apply for major cards like the Chase Inc. Business Preferred, American Express Business Gold, Capital One, Spark Business. Now these lenders can see your pattern. Your business spends responsibly, pays on time, and grows steadily. That's when you become fundable. And listen, you become fundable without you being a guarantee. Your business does this with its EIN. So how do you apply without hurting your credit? Well, I'm going to tell you something. You always use your business information when applying. That's your business name, business address, not your home address, EIN, business phone, a real business number, not your cell, professional email, for example, info@yourbusiness.com, business website. All of these small details matter. When lenders see consistent data across your business credit profile, state records, and EIN records, they say yes faster. Now, timing matters. Don't apply when you're desperate for money. Apply when you're in a strong position, steady income, clean credit, and active banking relationships. You're not desperate. Banks can tell. Lenders can feel the difference between a prepared borrower and a panicked one. Remember, preparation attracts opportunity. So we want to put it all together. Let's recap so that you can see what you need to get funded. So you got to structure your business correctly. Form an LLC or corporation, open your bank account, and build Tier 1 business credit. Strengthen your personal credit, clean up your credit reports, lower your utilization, and protect your score. Then build banking relationships. One regional bank, one national bank. Show consistent activity and apply the right way. Use your business info, build trade lines, and apply when your foundation is strong. When you follow these 4 steps, you move from being denied to being approved. You move from hoping for funding to controlling your funding future. Now, there's something that's important if we're going to do this. We need a mindset shift. We've got to detach and we've got to get there faster. Now, because I want you to hear this, something very powerful that I teach every entrepreneur I work with, because funding isn't just about money, it's about mindset. See, most business owners operate from pressure and fear. They say things like, I need this funding now or I can't survive. And that desperation creates resistance. I want you to hear it. That desperation creates resistance. Now, the person I'm talking to right now, you are going to get this. Your desperation is creating resistance to your process. Here's where detachment comes in. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're not emotionally controlled by the outcome. You prepare, you apply, and you trust the process. When you detach, your energy shifts from fear to faith. And that's where my believe, feel, act pattern comes in. Believe. You are already the type of person who runs a funded, successful business. Feel. Feel the emotions of gratitude, peace, and confidence before the results even show up. Act. Take the daily actions that match that belief. Build your structure, manage your credit, and apply the right way. When you align belief, feeling, and action, you attract opportunities that match your vibration. Funding comes easier. Doors open that once stayed closed, and your business starts to reflect the stability and abundance inside you. You're going to watch these doors start to open up. So let's see what your next steps then. So if you're serious about getting your business funded, start with these 4 steps and start today. And if you want help structuring your business or repairing your credit so you can qualify for funding, click the link in the description and book a one-on-one coaching call with me. Let's make sure your business is ready to attract the funding it deserves. I'm Dwayne, the Success King, and I want you to understand something. This is not something impossible for you to do. You can take your life by reminding yourself, if I believe, if I feel, and I act the way I should, I'm going to move straight into success for my business and success for my life. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Be blessed.